Mike Tirico, Greg Olson with you, the kicker, Chad Ryland. Gonna get things started. Off we go on Sunday Night Football. She'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. So the Buccaneers come out, and Baker Mayfield leads them out. He has found a spot to be very comfortable. The former #1 overall pick out of Oklahoma, who turned 30 in the offseason and has done a nice job with the Buccaneers the last few years.
You know, Mike, it's kind of become cliche. You know, these guys come onto the field and we say, hey, you got to defend every blade of grass. They can make every throw, but that's exactly the case anytime this guy's lined up behind center. And the amount of stress that it puts on your pass defense, on your secondary to know, I got to defend sideline to sideline, line of scrimmage to the end zone, no matter where that ball is snapped. That's a tall task, and they're going to have to mix up coverages and be really sound on the back end, or this guy can really kill you. Doing a nice job there to move the chains early in this drive, but now as they approach midfield, continue to keep your foot on the gas. Don't get conservative. Don't start sitting on the ball. Cross midfield and go. Anytime you find yourself on your opponent's side of the field, you have to be thinking points.
On first down, here's Irvin. And a very elusive run there. He winds up gaining about 9 yards.
The best offensive play callers in the NFL, Mike, do a great job tying in their under-center run game, like we just saw here, with their under-center play action game. And the ability to make those two things look alike, man, it puts a lot of stress on the defense.
Right back to Irving. And they'll take this down inside the 35. A gain of 17 yards. Good for a Buccaneers first down.
Let's give some love to the big guys up front here, Mike. The offensive line is looking good here early to start the game. Couple nice big explosive runs. Expect them to continue to lean on the big guys up front as the rest of this game unfolds.
And he's brought down after a gain of a couple.
He's brought down at the 31. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
From the 31, here is 2nd down and 7. We'll go again here with Irving. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line. Give him 14 on that one. It's a first down for Tampa Bay.
Well, here he is just taking over this drive from the running back spot. Frankly, Mike, any time the secondary and defensive backs are making a lot of tackles downfield, you know the offensive line's doing their job up front, and we can see the results.
This one is caught by Shepard. They'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
Brings up 2nd and 5. At the Cardinals' 12-yard line.
2nd and 5. Mayfield. Now, screen set up for Irving. This drive's going to continue. They bring him down, but not before he picks up 1st and goal for his team.
9 yards.
And this is what modern-day running back looks like in the NFL. They want to be able to activate these players in the passing game, no different than they do with the tight ends and the wide receivers. When you look out there and you have a mismatch, you have a linebacker or a safety on your running back, he's expected to win, and that's exactly what he did here.
Good blocking, and he's in. Baker Mayfield. Touchdown, Tampa. And they get the first points of the game. What a way to start it, Greg. You get the ball. It's what you want to do. Settle into this game on top 6-0.
Mike, how often do we have coaches tell us the importance of playing with the lead? Well, they come take the ball right away on the first drive, all the way down there and strike first. And now the rest of the way, let's see how it plays out.
On is Chase McLaughlin for the extra point. He's got it. And the Buccaneers will take a 7-0 lead.
Buccaneers 7, Cardinals 0.
Here's McLaughlin now. After the score, he'll kick this one away. Amari DiMercado to return. Now an opening past the 30. And this will wind up working out well. He's going to take it up to the 40-yard line. Good return. So out comes the Arizona offense for the first time. They're going to be let out by their veteran signal caller out of NC State. It's Jacoby Brissett.
It's just so nice to have a veteran like this on your roster that you know might not get a ton of reps in practice, might not get a ton of reps in the preseason, but when you need to turn to him, he's there and he's ready. They've been a starter in this league. They've had success. He knows how to manage a huddle. He knows how to read defenses. He does all the intangibles that you need to turn to when your team needs a settling force at quarterback. To have one of these guys, man, what a weapon.
Now here's a keeper on the zone read. And they'll have it across midfield, down at the opposing 46-yard line. Call it a gain of 13. It's good for a Cardinals first down.
Man, when it works well, the zone read is a thing of beauty. It just adds another dimension to this offense, and if the defense doesn't get a better plan, they're going to continue to do it all day.
Off the play fake, here's Brissett. And they're going to get to him and take him down, taken back to the other side of midfield. Logan Hall in there to drop him that time. It's a loss of 7.
And now we're seeing the game kind of go back and forth. Each team trading blows, trying to establish control over the other. Nice chunk play on the previous play. The defense responds back with a sack, and we're going to see which team can establish a little bit more of this control as the game unfolds.
Play action, and here's Brissett. That's to the tight end, Elijah Higgins. And they'll get about 8 out of that one, but still a little work to do now on third down.
This is a great example of why teams want to stay out of what they call passing downs, where a defense doesn't have to honor the run. In this case, they do, and man, the play-action pass just works off of that and can really lead to some chunk plays.
On third down, they'll throw with Brissett. It's a pickup of 13 yards. It's an Arizona first down.
13 yards on the play. And the Cardinals first down. A gain of 13 yards. First down, Cardinals.
Well, it goes without saying. You want to play wide receiver in the NFL, Mike. How well can you change directions? How fast can you get your body from one direction to another? And when you can cut like this guy, I'm not sure how you guard it.
And the D closes quickly. He's stopped after a gain of a yard. Tyke Smith there on the stop.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
It is 2nd and 9. Operating from the gun is Brissett. That's caught. It's Amari DiMercado. And he can't get away. They rally to the football defensively. Bring him down for no gain.
And it's 3rd down.
They need to get this to the 23. Here's 3rd down. Working out of the gun, here's Brissett. He finds his man. It's Dortch. And they are in great shape. He's taken down inside the 10. It picks up 25 yards and gives them a golden opportunity. It's 1st and goal.
1st and goal, Arizona.
Every team in the league practices these situations every single day. That's a critical 3rd down, Mike. So now with this fresh set of downs, they got to just take a deep breath. Now you're really not so much playing against your opponent as much as you are playing against this clock.
Here's a run. And this one blown up. Good surge will drop them. A loss on the play back to the 9-yard line.
A loss was definitely not something they had accounted or budgeted for in this spot. And now, I think it really limits what do you feel comfortable dialing up here on 2nd and goal.
Now from the 9, it'll be 2nd and goal. We'll set up the screen to DeMarcado.
The sets pass complete to Amari DeMarcado. A 2-yard pickup brings up 3rd and goal.
Big play coming up. 3rd and goal. From the shotgun, it's Brissett. That one taken in. Marvin Harrison Jr. Touchdown, Cardinals.
Touchdown, Arizona.
And it really just comes down to the protection. You're sitting there 3rd and goal. You have to give your quarterback the opportunity, Mike, to work through all of his progressions, and you need time to do it. Then it just comes down to making the right read. Touchdown.
Chad Ryland now for the extra point. It's up and through. And the Cardinals come right back to tie it at 7. Each team one possession, each team a score. 7-7 as they kick it off. On the return is Sean Tucker. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. The Buccaneers offense ready to possess the football for the 2nd time. All even here in this opening quarter. And the drive will begin with 1st down. They go play action with Mayfield. Our pass, it's complete. It's Shepard. And he'll be brought down, but not before they get this all the way up near midfield. Great way to start the drive. A gain of 20 and a 1st down.
This is clinic tape for any young wide receiver out there watching this guy run routes. He has the defender thinking everything is a go ball. Attack him vertically, and then when you get to your route depth, you stick that foot in the ground, you break in, balls on time, results in a nice 1st down pickup. The best guys I've been around, Mike, they have a sense where they can see the ball, but they can feel the sideline, and that's kind of an innate sense that these guys have that allows them to concentrate and secure the catch and ensuring that both feet remain in bounds.
On 2nd down, a run with Irving. He'll work his way forward for about 3 yards. Cody Simon in on the stop.
45-yard line. It's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 3.
3rd down and 3. Out of the shotgun, Mayfield. Got a man into Buka, complete. And he's in. Buka. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. A terrific play all the way around. Finished off by the receiver, who not only made the grab, but Greg turned it up and takes it into the end zone.
And that's the tricky part, Mike, that transition from receiver to runner. And in this case, he does it flawlessly. Look the ball in, secure the catch, and then get upfield and get yourself in the end zone.
McLaughlin now for the extra point. He's got it. And the Bucs will move out to a 14-7 lead.
Buccaneers 14, Cardinals 7.
Here's McLaughlin now. After the score, he'll kick this one away. To return is Greg Dortch. He'll They'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. The Cardinals offense ready to see what they can do on their second possession. Here's a zone read to start the drive. They'll take this forward for about 5.
And these are body blows on any defense. This quarterback has the ability to make guys miss and do a lot of damage in the run game. And that's a nice pickup there.
From the 34, here's 2nd and 4. We're set, gonna throw. The pressure gets home. He's lost the football. And it looked like the Cardinals were quick to react and get on it. So no turnover. They keep the ball.
Now, obviously, there's never a good time to fumble the ball. It's probably the thing that teams stress the most is ball security. But it makes it a little bit easier knowing that your own team was able to fall on top of it, and at least you can maintain possession.
Work to do following the sack. It is 3rd and long. Throw it. Reset. He's going to air this one out. And that is incomplete. Contact occurred just as the ball was arriving. There are no flags. It's 4th down.
And that's exactly how you teach it. They want these defenders to time the hit, that right when the ball gets there, you separate the receiver from the ball. And those are the ones on offense, man. You just have to make that catch, Mike. I know it's easier said than done, but you know the hit's coming. You've got to squeeze that thing, brace for impact, and make that play for your offense.
Here's the Tampa Bay offense. They're going to take over once more. Boy, some bulk in the formation on that right side. Here for 1st and 10. That's thrown quickly, taken in by Godwin.
Mayfield's pass, complete to Chris Godwin. A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5 at the 36-yard line.
Ball on the 36 now. Here's 2nd and 5. Here's Irvin. And not much there. Good defense. Held to no gain.
You could just see the frustration on the running back's face as he's getting helped up off the ground. Like, there was just nowhere to go from the moment he was handed the ball. Give credit to the defense. Great job.
3rd and 5. To throw is Mayfield. That is caught. He got Godwin. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. So we are through one here on Sunday Night Primetime. 14-7 is our score. We'll have more from Tampa after this. On to the second, Buccaneers in possession of the football. So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. As we are ready to get back underway. Open man downfield, that's Godwin. And they are in great shape. He's taken down inside the 10. It is a big play for the Buccaneers. 35 yards.
Goal at the 8-yard line.
And this offense is now really on the move, Mike, and it's the passing game that's leading the way. They've been able to march their way downfield thanks to this aerial attack, so don't expect them to go to the ground game anytime soon. If I'm this play caller, I'm continuing to lead on this, not only in this drive.
And he will take it in himself. Baker Mayfield. Touchdown, Buccaneers. And that is now a pair of rushing touchdowns. The quarterback giving it to them, Greg, with his legs in this one.
And we're starting to see, Mike, why this week this coaching staff told us they're encouraging this guy to do this more often. His ability to be a passer, but also a rusher, is an element to this offense that is hard for defenses to account for.
On comes McLaughlin to add the PAT. The kick is good. And the Buccaneers will take a 21-7 lead. Here's McLaughlin now. After the score, he'll kick this one away. Dortch now to return it. Ooh! And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line. The Cards offense getting set to get back to work. From 25, they'll go to work. 1st and 10. Now DeMarcado. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one. 16 yards on the game. And a quick 1st down.
This is one of those cases where having high-end speed in the backfield can be such a game changer. The offensive linemen don't need to hold their blocks quite as long. You give this guy a little bit of a crease, and man, he is gone.
The run, it's DeMarcado. And this time they are ready for him. Thrown for a loss. And it's 2nd down.
You know, anytime you're talking about an interior defensive lineman, it's always easy to talk about his size and his strength. But what stands out to me, Mike, is his ability to move his feet, turn those hips, get penetration in the backfield, and take the running back down for a loss.
Now, Brissett. That's to the left side, taken in by Harrison. And that'll go for a gain of 7. And it's going to set up 3rd down.
A 7-yard gain on the play. And it's 3rd down.
Brissett. Under pressure, and he'll go down. They got him.
We're starting to see in these passing situations, Mike, this defensive line is starting to have their way against this group up front because right now, their pass protection is breaking down, and his quarterback's paying the price for it.
Here's Matt Hawk now, as he's on to punt for the 2nd straight drive. Now, fair catch is made, and it's just inside the 15-yard line. The Bucs offense and receiver Chris Godwin set to take over again. And seemingly every time they've looked his way in the first half, it's resulted in a big play that is borne out by those eye-popping numbers. Get this complete right side to Otten. Oh, nice open field tackle there. He could not get free. They're going to stop him for no gain.
At the 15-yard line.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. From the gun, it's Mayfield. And he'll get about 3 here on 2nd down before he's out of bounds.
That's a gain of 3. It's 3rd and 7.
Got to get this to the 25. Here's 3rd down. Throwing is Mayfield. Open man, right side. He's got it. And he'll be taken down all the way up past the 45. It's a gain of 28 as they convert on 3rd down.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
You can't run plays like this, Mike, if you don't have incredible pass protection. I mean, he started on the left side of the formation, and look how far he had to go across the field before that ball was caught. That's going to take time. That's going to take a lot of trust in that quarterback, in his protectors, to know he can stand tall in that pocket and wait for his receiver to break open.
And And he'll manage to pick up about 4. Corner Garrett Williams there on the stop.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
From just across the midfield stripe, here's 2nd and 5. They'll run it. It's Irving. And he'll be near the first down marker. It's called a gain of 3, but a short yardage situation coming up on 3rd down.
Gain of 4. Makes it 3rd and 2.
To throw is Mayfield. And that one's incomplete. They really ratcheted up the coverage there. And they force 4th down.
Sets up 4th down.
So prior to that 3rd down call, Mike, I thought they put themselves in a pretty good situation. At that down and distance, they had run and pass, both at their disposal. But nice job by the defense being up to the task. Force the incomplete. Brings up 4th down.
And this will go down as a punt inside the 20 as it continues out of bounds.
At their own 16-yard
Out comes the Arizona offense. They get ready for their next possession. On the ground, DeMercado. And he'll be taken down just shy of the 30. They get 13 to begin the drive. It's a 1st down.
The Cardinals, 1st down.
And this is what happens when your offensive line and your back are in sync and on the same page. Great job by the O-line distorting the defense at the point of attack, and then the running back understanding where that hole is, hitting it full speed, brings up a fresh set of downs.
Brought down at the 30-yard line. A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9.
Ball on the 30 now. Here's 2nd and 9. They'll stick with him again. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And that's it.
So there's multiple factors, Mike, that make blitzes successful. So, of course, there's the initial design. Can you attack the vulnerabilities of the offense's blocking scheme? And then in this case, the next phase is the timing. You can see this linebacker knew exactly when that ball was going to be snapped. The offensive line had no chance to identify and pick him up, and he's able to bring him down for a loss.
Nowhere to go. He is taken down.
What a first half for this pass rush, huh, Mike? I mean, they have just completely dominated this game. They are in complete control, and you have to imagine this offensive line, there's got to be some adjustments up front. They just cannot allow their quarterback to continue to be hit like this.
Here's the punter now, as he is on to punt for Arizona. And that is good coverage by the punt team as they meet him and bring him down. The Buccaneers offense and their running back Bucky Irving ready to hit the field again. The lead is a couple of touchdowns as this drive kicks off 1st and 10. Room to run past midfield. And he's out of bounds inside the 45-yard line. Love to start any drive like that. 18 on the first play. And a 1st down.
The offensive line doing a great job opening these run lanes. They have been there this entire first half, and I think if I'm this play caller, until the defense makes an adjustment and takes it away, I think I'm just going to keep turning around and handing it to that guy.
Wide open is the tight end. He's got this one, and they're going to be set up in the red zone. They've got it inside the 15. They are cooking to begin this drive. This play going for 30 yards.
14-yard line.
And Mike, as the rest of this game unfolds and they have success with their play-action passing game, expect the balance of their run game to continue to pick up as well. When you can make a defense defend the same look, run and pass, that is a handful powerful, and it tends to lead to these big, explosive chunk plays. When you can get this level of run support out of your secondary, Mike, man, what an advantage for any defense. This defensive back clearly reads run, gets off his block, and he's able to take down the back for a loss of yards.
On second down, Baker. To the goal line and in. Touchdown, Tampa. That's his second touchdown so far here in the first half. And that is number 2. Greg, he is off to some kind of start in this one. 2 quarters and 2 receiving touchdowns.
Mike, this is one of those situations where as a defensive coordinator, you've got to give your group an answer, because right now, they don't have one for this guy.
McLaughlin now for the extra point. It's up and good. And the Bucs add on one more as they extend their second quarter lead. Here's McLaughlin now after the score. He'll kick this one away. Dortch now to return it. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. Cardinals offense ready to get back at it. They find themselves down 3 touchdowns here, needing to flip the script in a hurry. And they'll start it here on first down. On play action, Brissett. He'll get this out wide to DeMercado. He'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
4 yards on the pickup. Second and 6 at the 30-yard line.
Here's a 2nd and 6. Now it's Brissett. They'll try to set up the screen here. And he'll be taken down up at the 40-yard line. The screen works for 10 yards and a first down.
It's been a rough first half, but now as we approach halftime, Mike, you got to start getting some wins, and it could be something small like we just saw here. Some positive plays, build a little confidence on that sideline, so as you go into halftime, you have something to build on.
That is caught out wide on the RPO. And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple.
A gain of 2 brings up second and 8 at the 42-yard line.
From the 42-yard line, here's second and 8. Keeping it in the air, here's Brissett. Right back to Harrison. He's got him again. Get about 6 before he's taken down.
The receiver thought he had a nice soft spot in that zone coverage, and he settles down to give a nice target to the quarterback. But the defense had eyes on him the entire time. Secure rally tackle prevents that from turning into a big play.
3rd and 2. Here's Brissett. Here's a short pass. That's Higgins, the tight end. And he's going to have the first down taken down after a short pickup of 5, but it will keep the drive going.
First down.
There's this misconception out there, Mike, that in the NFL you have to run the same amount of run plays as you do pass plays. And as you're seeing in this drive, you can fall on one side of that coin a little bit more as long as you're able to remain effective and efficient. So far, their passing game has dominated here early, and that last pickup leads to a first down.
He gets this complete to Michael Wilson. And he's out of bounds. Gain of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
Nice job here by the defense. Did a good job just covering up everything for the most part. So once this ball was caught, really didn't have much of a choice but to just head out of bounds and pick up a modest gain.
To the air again is Brissett. And this offensive line just has no answers right now. It's another sack.
Mike, Mike, this isn't real complicated. You're just not going to win a lot of NFL games when you continue to give up sacks at the rate that they are. I mean, this is just a complete disaster for this offensive line, and if they don't get it fixed, this game could be a runaway.
On third down, they'll throw with Brissett. He'll take a shot here for the end zone. That one breaking up in the end zone. It's incomplete. What great work just to get those hands up there. And now it's fourth down.
It's hard to play that ball any better than the way that defender did right there. I mean, to stay patient throughout the entire play and make sure that not only are you in prime position to make it, but then once the ball is there, attack it, knock it down, and save a touchdown.
That's going to be out of bounds, no return. And the drive's going to start just inside the 20-yard line. Baker Mayfield and the Bucs ready to get back to work. And he's had things all his way in the first half. Those numbers are sensational. He looks to add to them with another drive here. And the RPO, that one is complete. And good yardage there after the catch. They'll wind up with a gain of 7 on first down.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 25-yard line.
Here's a 2nd and 3 forthcoming. They send Godwin in motion. Throwing on 2nd down, Mayfield. This one is caught by Shepard. And they're going to mark him down up past the 35. Now the Bucs will take their first timeout as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining here in half number 1. So, from the 36, it is 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, Mayfield. Quick slant into the hands of Ibuka. And he's close to another first down as he's brought down just shy of the marker.
To Ibuka. 10 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and inches at the 46-yard line.
2nd and inches. Timeout here, Tampa Bay. That is their 2nd, as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining until halftime. An enviable spot to operate from. Here's 2nd and inches. Here's Mayfield. A pass, it's complete. It's Shepard. And they're going to work this down inside the 45. That's catch 3 just on this drive. And it gets his team a first down. Now a signal, timeout called. 9 seconds left to play in this first half. So Chase McLaughlin will come in, and they'll try a field goal. This officially a 58-yard attempt. And this is no good. Could not get it on target. And they are not able to add on to their big lead.
Man, that would have been such a nice boost for this group going into halftime. The snap was good. The hold was good. He just couldn't quite get it through the uprights.
On 1st and 10, here's Brissett. Going up top. That's going to be incomplete. They took a shot on the final play. Prayer not answered. And that is how this first half will come to an end.
Okay, Mike, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to the Orlando studios. Scott Hansen with you for a quick recap of the first half, which has been strongly one-sided. This is heading towards blowout territory unless they can come from behind and get themselves a victory. Let's find out what happens in the second half. Let's go back out to the commentary team, Mike Tirico and Greg Olson.
right, Scott, thank you very much. Welcome back, everyone, for quarter number 3. Very one-sided first half of action. Will we get a turnaround? Let's find out. The third quarter is underway. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. The Cardinals offense ready to get going again. They'll have it first in this third quarter. Here's a run to begin this third quarter. He'll manage only a couple. That's Yaya Diaby with the tackle.
Brought down at the 30-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
They'll come up on a 2nd down and 8. From the shotgun, it's Brissett. Got his receiver on the in-cut. He's got it. And that's going to be a first down. A pickup of 9.
It takes a certain guy in that slot position to be willing and able to go across the middle of the defense on those in-breaking routes. You can tell this guy, he doesn't care. He is fearless going across the middle, and he's able to secure a nice catch.
McBride is the motion man. On the RPO, it's a throw, and it's Higgins. And they're going to bring him down, but there is a penalty marker on the field. That's on Paris Johnson, the tackle.
Still first down.
Operating from the gun is Brissett. Quick throw, taken in.
Brissett's pass.
How fast things can flip. You find yourself in 1st and a mile after taking a penalty on 1st down. But that chunk play there in the passing game now gets them back in sequence with the chains and brings up a more manageable 2nd down.
From the 46, here's 2nd and 4. That one incomplete.
Really nice job there by the defense defending the middle of the field. That is the most valuable real estate on the field. They know every single offense is trying to attack the defense between the hashes, so give credit. They took away all the throwing lanes, and that ball falls incomplete.
Here's a 3rd down and 4. Brissett gonna throw again. He's got his man. It's Harrison. And he's taken down inside the opponent's 35. He had their lone touchdown of the game earlier, and he comes through with the catch and a first down in this spot.
It's a gain of 20. First down, Arizona.
Here's a handoff out of the gun, and a good run there. Going to get him 5 yards.
Jamel Dean on the tackle. It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5 at the Buccaneers' 28-yard line.
Ball on the 28-yard line. Here's 2nd down and 5. Brissett gonna throw. Pass right side, and Higgins has the catch.
We'll give a little credit here defensively. Even though they allowed the first down, we've seen defenses really struggle bringing this big tight end to the ground, and they didn't allow him to pick up a bunch of yards after contact, but he was able to get just enough to pick up the first down.
A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. Working out of the gun, here's Brissett. He runs with it, and he'll hit the deck here. Remember, that mark comes at the start of the slide. Only a gain of about a yard.
Well, give him some credit. Initially, that looked like it was going to be a sack. He's able to escape the pressure and get away, picks up a little bit of yardage, but at least he avoids taking that shot.
To throw is Brissett, and he's going to go down yet again. He has been under fire all game long. Yaya Diaby drop him. It's a loss of 6, and it's 3rd down.
Even when it seems like they're putting a nice drive together, Mike, they just can't seem to escape this pass rush. It has been relentless all game long, and they get him here again.
So, backed up after the sack, and now it's 3rd and long. Here is Brissett. Over the middle, it's Harrison. And he will easily pick up the 1st down. They've got 1st and goal coming up.
I think at this point in the game, prior to that 3rd down call, the coach is telling his quarterback, hey, you got 2 downs. This is 4 down territory, but that last completion, I think, saves him from having to make that decision, at least for the time being, barring any penalties. Now, they got 3 or 4 plays to try to end this one with a touchdown.
And that's a productive run. He gets this one down to the 4.
He was brought down at the 4-yard line. A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and goal.
Inside the 5, it is 2nd and goal. Now this is going to be a design run. They let him keep it, and he is going the wrong way. Tackled back at the 7.
It makes sense on 2nd and goal, Mike, to keep this ball on the ground. You always have 3rd down again to finally punch it in. But now after the defense forces you backwards, I think you have to consider putting this one in the air here on 3rd and goal.
Third and goal. Brissett. He'll try and get there, and he will get into the end zone. Jacoby Brissett. Touchdown, Arizona. That his 2nd touchdown tonight. That is a heartbreaker for the defense. They took away what he wanted to do in the air, Greg, but that scrambling ability gets him to the end zone for the touchdown.
And the reason he was able to take advantage with his legs here, Mike, is he made a fast decision realizing there was nowhere to go with the ball. The amount of guys the defense had in coverage took those passes away. He tucked the ball down, took advantage of the space, and he was able to take it all the way.
Ryland's kick here is good. And the Cardinals are able to cut into the deficit.
Cardinals 14.
Here's Ryland now. After the TD, he'll send this one away. On the return, here comes Tucker. Across the 20, they'll mark him down before the 25-yard line. And that's where the offense will take over. The Buccaneers offense and their running back Bucky Irving ready to hit the field again. So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24. From the gun, it's Mayfield. That's over the middle and caught by Ibuka. And he'll be taken down up at the 40-yard line. He had 2 touchdowns earlier, looking to see what he can do here in this 2nd half. That grab gets them a 1st down.
10 at the 40-yard line.
Baker gonna give it to Irving. And a nice run. Get him about 9. It'll bring up 2nd down.
When the offense broke the huddle in a line, Mike, I think everybody in the stadium knew this was going to be a run, but the offense is kind of saying, okay, line up. I dare you to try to stop us, and right now this defense has no answers.
It's Otten in motion. And that should be enough. He works his way forward to pick up a 1st down.
It's a gain of 2. That's good for a 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
On play action, Mayfield. The blitz overwhelms the offensive line, and down he goes.
The problem with some of these long developing plays is that it really forces the quarterback to hold on to the ball. They tried to hit him there with that big shot downfield, but the protection, it's just not able to hold up, and they're able to get home.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. To throw is Mayfield. Looking middle there, but it's incomplete. Emeka Ibuka, the intended receiver. Now it's going to be 3rd down.
And that's another brutal drop for an offense that has struggled to catch the ball up to this point. And yes, you can nitpick about ball placement and whatnot, but listen, the reality is at this level, if it hits your hands, you have to find a way to come down with it.
The pressure gets there, and down he goes.
The defensive coaches, they preached all week, Mike. They have to have relentless pursuit of this quarterback when he tries to extend the play. So often it results in a great play for the offense and a big pickup. This time, because of that pursuit, it leads to a big loss.
The Buccaneers getting their punter out there, and he'll be looking for something better after that poor first punt. On the return, it's Dortch. And good coverage by the punt team. They stop him before he can get any return cranked up. The Cardinals offense ready to see what they can do. They trail by 2 touchdowns, so the time is now. Got to get that rally going. It starts with 1st and 10. And he'll take this forward for about 3. It's 2nd down.
At the 30-yard line. A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
Throw it. Brissett will set up the screen to DeMercado. And he's going to be out of bounds right around midfield. They get an even 20 on that one. It's good for a Cardinals 1st down.
The job of the offensive lineman is the key piece to a successful screenplay. They have to balance this fine line between stopping the defensive lineman from getting to the quarterback too quick, but also let that defensive lineman think he's got a free rush at the quarterback. That's the balance and the timing that made this play so successful, and they're able to pick up the 1st down.
He's not going to get too far, tackled after a gain of just a yard.
It's pretty well read there defensively. Anytime you throw these quick passes to the wide receivers, you're looking to pick your gain up after the catch. So let's give credit to the defense. Rally and tackle in space and keep that to a pretty modest gain.
A short one here, caught by McBride. And they'll take this down inside the 35.
It's a gain of
Just his first catch. They have held him in check so far, but that one gives him a 1st down.
And I think it's really been to all of our surprise. We haven't really had to say his name very much so far, and I think you can give the defense all the credit for that. There's his first catch of the game, and it comes here in the 3rd quarter.
He'll work this ahead for 2, maybe 3. Mikey Smith there on the stop.
He's tackled on the 29-yard line. A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
From the 29, here's 2nd and 7. Now Brissett. He'll get this out wide to DeMercado. And they'll whistle him down, but not before he picks up a 1st down after a gain of 7.
A running back that can be used in the passing game is a handful for these defenses. And you can tell this offense, they're not shy getting this guy the ball. And I think the rest of this game, they're going to continue to see, hey, defense, do you have an answer for this guy?
Going back in the backfield. He'll get the carry here. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the Bucs 21-yard line.
From the 21, here's 2nd down and 9. Higgins sent in motion. A quick throw on the RPO is complete. And he's going to be taken down after a big 2nd down pickup. But we do have a penalty marker on the field.
Still 2nd down.
Now it's Brissett. This offensive line just has no answers right now. It's another sack. Vita Vea getting in for the sack. And that's going to lead to 3rd and very long.
And anytime this offense gets themselves going in the right direction, it just seems like the pass rush finds a way to make a play of their own, and they have completely dominated this game up until this point, Mike. I mean, it is no surprise they're playing with the lead as a result.
Work to do following the sack. It is 3rd and long. Brissett. That's deep for the back of the end zone. And that is incomplete. They try to sneak a deep ball in there to wrap up the quarter, but time has expired, and the 3rd has come to an end. So, on 4th down, out comes Chad Ryland for the Arizona field goal. This one from 49. Ryland's kick is good. And the Cardinals are able to put up 3 and cut into the lead.
17.
So Ryland now, following the made field goal, back out to kick this one away. Johnson now to return. He'll get across the 20, mark him down at the 23-yard line. The Bucs offense and their running back Bucky Irving ready to hit the field again. And it's hard to believe you could run the ball a whole lot better than he has. The vision, the cutback ability, the acceleration, the stats. It has all been on display throughout. The pass rush gets home, and he goes down. Josh Sweat getting in there to drop him. It'll be a loss of 7 to start this drive.
When you can win so fast as an edge rusher, you put so much pressure on the quarterback to speed everything up. He can sense that pressure coming either from his front or back side. It either speeds up and leads to an errant throw, or in this case, it leads to a sack.
Throwing on 2nd down, Mayfield. Well, they'll get some of the sack yardage back, but it's still going to leave them with 3rd down.
As a route runner, once you identify zone coverage like they were playing here, the key is find open space and stay in it. He did a nice job here because that was not a big hole. The quarterback had to put a little extra on that one, and they were able to make the completion.
From the gun on 3rd down, it's Mayfield. Oh, that may be the break they needed. That one's intercepted. Picked off by Garrett Williams.
So you do a great job all game long. You build up a lead here late in the 4th quarter, but now you get sloppy. This turnover all of a sudden brings a renewed sense of energy to your opponent, who a minute ago thought this game was over, and now they got a little life.
The Cards offense ready to take over once again. They'll begin with terrific starting field position. It gets going with 1st and 10. That's quickly out to Harrison. And he's not going to get too far, tackled after a gain of just a yard.
1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9. at their 48-yard line.
From the 48-yard line, here's 2nd and 9. Back to throw. That one incomplete. Good job. Textbook there. Separated the man from the ball, and it'll bring up 3rd down.
A bit of a risky throw there, Mike. You don't love to see a quarterback force the ball, especially into a crowded area. In the end, I think he's lucky that it just falls incomplete.
On 3rd down, they'll throw with Brissett. Searching for some kind of seed to go forward. It's not there. They get him behind the line. 4th down coming up.
Well, when you call a screenplay, of course, you're looking to catch the defense off guard and pick up a chunk play. You're not thinking you're actually going to find yourself going backwards, but that's exactly the case here, and really nice job by the defense sniffing that one out.
But he cannot get away. Great job down there to hold him to a short return. The Buccaneers offense back onto the field for their next possession. Off the play fake, it's Mayfield. To the left side, to Godwin. And they're going to move this all the way up near the 35-yard line. That catch puts him over the 100-yard mark here tonight, and it gives the team a 1st down.
An interesting decision there by the play caller to put this ball in the air. Mike, you're up by 2 scores. Traditional wisdom says, hey, we're up by 2 scores late in the 4th quarter. We've got to keep this clock moving. You don't want to risk an incompletion. Now, they convert. They're able to secure the catch and pick up a fresh set of downs. That's going to enable them to continue to burn more clock, and without a stop, their opponent's not going to get the ball back.
From the 41, here's 2nd down and 4. Tight end on the move left. They'll run with Irvin, and they get this one across midfield to the 47-yard line. A gain there of 11. Good for a Buccaneers 1st down.
2-possession lead, 4th quarter. This is the time, Mike, when you really can rely heavily on your run game. Everybody in the stadium knows you're going to run it, including the defense. They just can't come up with an answer to stopping it.
On the ground, it's Irvin. And he'll get about 6 there, setting up 2nd down.
And he has been a handful to deal with throughout this entire contest, Mike. And they came into the game saying, we want to impose our will on the defense, and that's exactly what they've been able to do.
They'll work now on 2nd and 4. Now, this looks like a design run, and he'll get nothing here. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's all.
You could see the quarterback, once he got the snap, he was looking for any seam, any daylight, but nothing materialized, and he's fortunate he got back to the line of scrimmage.
3rd down and 3. They send Godwin in motion. Out of the shotgun, Mayfield. Open man, right side, he's got it. It's a pickup of 12. It's a 1st down for Tampa Bay.
Buccaneers 1st down. 1st and 10.
That might end up being the backbreaker right now. This defense desperately needed to get off the field and give their offense a chance to cut into this 2-score lead. But instead, they now got to defend a fresh set of downs. And as you look up at this clock, they might be running out of time.
A give. This is Irvin. And some space opens as he's brought down following a gain of 6.
At the 23-yard line. A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
From the 23, here's 2nd and 4. On the ground, they'll go with Rashad White, the back out of Arizona State. White loses the football. Cardinals say they have it, and they do.
And with all this talk about ball security, I can tell you firsthand, Mike, a lot of it just becomes mental. It's like the more you think about it, the more you stress it in practice, it almost gets worse. It's one of those things that when it starts to spiral, it's just hard to pull yourself out.
Out comes the Arizona offense. They get ready for their next possession. They'll begin inside their own 15-yard line, so a lot of real estate. And remember now, all turnovers must be reviewed by replay, so this one is going to need a little closer look. At issue was the knee, or any other body part except the hand, down before the ball comes loose, and are the visuals convincing enough to overturn the call on the field? So that one overturned. They say the runner was down, and that will not be a fumble. On first down, here's Irving. Give them a dozen yards on that one and give them first and goal.
A gain of 12 yards. That's another Buccaneers first down.
So when you're evaluating the impact of a team's run game, Mike, I think it's important at the end of the game to look back and say, okay, how many yards did they run for? But more importantly, when did those yards come? Did I run for...
And he barrels his way into the end zone. Bucky Irving. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Good drive. They kept the ball. Greg, they moved it effectively down the field and finish it off on the ground for the touchdown.
So often, Mike, we see teams work on a great drive to get down here close, only to settle for a field goal. But in this case, give them a lot of credit. They put a great drive together, but they're able to capitalize and finish it off with 6.
On comes McLaughlin to add the PAT. He gets it to go, and the Buccaneers will open it up even further here in this fourth quarter.
Cardinals 17.
Here's McLaughlin now. After the score, he'll kick this one away. This returnable, it's DeMercado. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. The Cardinals offense getting things in order as they trot out for this next possession. Things not looking good. But see if they get the turnaround going here. They'll start this drive with first down. This drive will start on the ground. Not much happening there. Just a short gain.
He was brought down by Levante David. A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 29-yard line.
Here's a 2nd and 9 now from the 29. From the shotgun, it's Brissett. Oh, and this one's going to wind up incomplete. That's one you'd think he'd be able to corral. He can't find the handle, and it's going to lead to a third down.
Now third down.
Defense got lucky on that one. There's no one accounting for the running back out of the backfield as they should have, and fortunately for them, he bails him out by not securing the catch.
From the shotgun on third down, Brissett. A throw left side, taken in by Wilson. And it looks like he's going to have the first down. What great work after the catch to extend the drive.
Down. 1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Operating from the gun is Brissett, and he's going to go down yet again. He has been under fire all game long.
And it's really been their inability of the offensive line to keep the quarterback upright, and it's a big reason why they find themselves trailing at this stage of the game.
Brissett gonna throw. That one down the field, but it is incomplete. Trying to get it to Michael Wilson that time. And it's going to be third down.
And the defender does such a good job, Mike, not only putting himself in position to make the play, but how often do we see guys that are there and they just can't quite make it? In this case, he's there, knocks the ball down, really nice play.
This offensive line just has no answers right now. It's another sack.
But just think back here in this game alone. How many drives have been undone as the result of their inability to protect the passer? They just can't keep a clean pocket, and they just keep going backwards.
Let's see what they do here. This is 4th and long. Working out of the gun, here's Brissett. This one, incomplete. The defense up to the challenge there. They force the incompletion, and they'll take the ball over on downs. Here's the Tampa Bay offense. They're going to take over once more. Well, the goal here is to run some time off the clock. The game is well in hand as they get back on offense for 1st and 10. The handoff, it's Irvin. And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage.
We've seen this back have his way with this defense all game long, Mike. He's up over 100 yards for the game, but this time the defense said, we've had enough. They sold out to stop him. They hold him to no gain.
2nd and 10. It's Otten in motion. On 2nd down, Baker. That's caught left side by Otten. He's going to be out of bounds. Gain of just a couple. And now we've got 3rd down coming up.
3rd and 7.
Now Mayfield. He'll look middle, and he's got his man complete. And they are in great shape. He's taken down inside the 10.
21 yards.
They've got it. It'll be 1st and goal after a pickup of 21.
1st and goal at the 7-yard line.
Big-time completion right there, and this isn't just a spot where they're trying to run the game out here in the 4th quarter. They were not only trying to pick up points, but they're trying to get in the end zone and extend this lead. So, really nice job here late. Let's see if they can put this one out of reach.
That one never got started. Defensive pressure too much, and they drop him in the backfield.
I'd like to see that running back be a little bit more decisive with his cut, Mike. You can see he was a little hesitant, and once you're late making that decision, you just kind of get strong laterally. Great job there by the defense, and he has no choice but to take that loss.
That is caught by the tight end. Cade Otton. Touchdown, Buccaneers. And that touchdown probably, Greg, ends any small hopes of a comeback on the other side.
Yeah, and I think those chances, Mike, were small to begin with, but with that last score, I think this one is pretty much over.
McLaughlin now for the extra point. He's got it. And the Bucs are going to extend their lead.
Extra score, Buccaneers 42, Cardinals 17.
Here's McLaughlin now after the score. He'll kick this one away. This returnable, it's DeMercado. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The Cardinals offense about ready to take over once more. They'll begin here on the ground. He's fighting to get back to the line of scrimmage, but can't get there. Dropped for the loss of a yard.
It's a loss of
Just
2.
feels like this has been the story of the day for this offense. Just unable to get anything going on the ground, and a big reason they find themselves trailing, and another loss of yards.
To throw is Brissett. That's caught over the middle. It's Wilson. And that's a good gain there. It's going to wind up just a couple of yards shy of that first down.
It may not have moved the chains, but with what they were dealing with there on second down, that's a really nice pickup because now it opens up your play call sheet on third down where it's a little bit more manageable.
Trying to pick this one up on the ground. That's going to be pretty close. Looked at first glance that he had it end. He does. First down.
That's good.
I think this is one of those play calls, Mike, that really just comes down to understanding your personnel. You realize, okay, your back is not one of those big bruising guys running up the middle on third and short. Instead, use the speed, use the vision, get him outside the offensive line, and let him find that space to pick up the first down.
He's taken down, but just shy of midfield. Arizona will take its first timeout. Clock will stop. Clock stops with 1:06 to go in this one.
Gain of 10. And the Cardinal first down.
A couple of first downs, and the football's out to the 48-yard line as they come up first and 10. They'll stay on the ground. He'll work his way ahead for a gain of about 4.
Smith on the tackle. A gain of 5 brings up second and 5 at the 47-yard line.
They'll come up here on second down and 5. On the RPO, it's a throw, and it's Higgins. And it'll be a short pickup. That's not enough for the first down.
That's a gain of 4. Brings up third and 1.
It's going to be third. They need 1. They'll try to get this one on the ground. And it looks like he's going to have that first down. He will, not by a whole lot, but he's got it enough. They convert on third down. Now a timeout charge to Arizona. That is their second, and they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in the ballgame. First and 10. Here is Brissett. Quick throw, taken in, and we'll get whistles and a timeout, so they will stop the clock. Closing seconds, game decided, but timeout anyway.
And 3 at the 34-yard line.
Here's a 2nd and 3 forthcoming. Throw it, Brissett. He'll take a shot here, back of the end zone. That'll be incomplete. And now we are down to likely just one more play.
So I don't hate the decision, Mike, but it just